What is up, Swing Dynasty? What's up, idiots? Good to be back in front of the camera again for week 3. That'd be 6. Week 3. Yeah, interesting week last week. Scores came down for a lot of us. Scores were up for a couple of us. Overall, I don't know. It seems like scoring's down. Injuries are way up. Lots of injuries to deal with. Yeah, that's going to be very impactful on the rest of our season. There seems to be just a lot of key injuries right now. So that's tough. That's always tough to deal with. But I want to keep this, brief as possible for you guys so you actually can watch it all. So let's just jump right into the week 2 recap to start talking about this. In the first game I'm going to talk about, Amingo Ate My Baby. Beats I'm Here for the Trophy. 216 to, I wrote 10. And it's definitely not 10. So 216 to something, maybe 180, maybe that's what I was writing, but I wrote 10. For the second straight week, Phil's beaten by the second highest score of the week. Last week he lost to me with the second highest score. This week he loses to Bert with the second highest score. This was even despite Bert not playing Marvin Harrison Jr., who's absolutely the dumb sit in this game. Obviously he won anyways, but 29 points. He could have had the weekly high if he started him over George Pickens. Looking at the weekly report though, if we're just going to play all of our best players, he still would have had the second most points, as my maximum was higher than his. Just a little flex there. MVP of this one's going to go to Nico freaking Collins with 27.5. Again, a kicker's in consideration here though, with 20 points from Bert's kicker. Someone, I don't remember, I didn't write down the name because it's a kicker, but 20 points from his kicker again. So big kicker points early in the year. Kyler's also a candidate for the MVP of this game with 35 points, but I just feel like approaching 30 points, 27.5, is a bigger story for a receiver than hitting 35 for a QB. Obviously they both help, but I just think that's a bigger prize, is to get a receiver getting close to 30. Okay, next game. ETN Everything Hurts. I still don't know if I'm saying that right. Beats D's Nuts 153 to 129. Both underperformed against their projections. Lucas now has to deal with life without Pacheco and Cup for a while, but Jalen Hurts is his MVP in this one with 30. These nuts continue to welt under the bright lights of our league's testicular tanning lights. He just is shriveling up. They're shriveling up right now. Less than 12 total points from the running back position, and Debo goes down for a bit as well. So the dumb sit in this one is Lucas sitting Calvin Ridley, who outscored all 3 of his starting receivers. Not together, but individually. Outscored all 3 of them. On to the next one. So the single-digit Doms were playing well enough that they had to rebrand their franchise, and they rebranded now as Bed Bath & Beyond, and they sent a 10% off coupon in the mail to the Meat Packers. It was 10% off of his total points. The BB beat them 186 to 111 in the large marge of the week. MVP to Old Man Rivers, James Conner, who just keeps flowing. He just keeps playing. He got 24.6 in this. I love saying like a person in their 20s is old, but obviously at the running back spot, he's been through a lot. He's old for this position. The dumb sit's got to be Zach Charbonner, who's 21 points on Adams' bench. Outscored his flex play of Christian Kirk by 20. So he got 21 points on the bench, and he outscored Christian Kirk by 20. I'll let you do the math. Christian Kirk disappointing early in the season. The next one's the tightest game of the week, which is how they both really like it. It was the P Broncos, definitely better than the actual Broncos. And they took down the man who lusts for big ducks. He just loves big ducks so much. His name is I Love Big Ducks. He loves big ducks. He loves them, like thoroughly loves them. Just gobble them up. P Broncos beats the Big Duck Lover 152 to 142. Steve walks away with a win despite having the lowest points of the week for a winner. If he was a Colorado Buffalo, which he is actually a Colorado Buffalo, he would definitely be asking if we all believe in him yet, which we don't. Okay. The MVP of this game was Mark starting Tyler Lockett over JSN. So it wasn't one of Steve's players. It was Mark starting Tyler Lockett over JSN. Yeah, definitely would have won the game. If he had played JSN over Lockett, he would have won the game by about 10 points. In the game of the week, Purdy Balls overcame a sure thing loss, definitely lost this game, to a completely improbable victory. So it was Thursday night, it was over. Gained a completely improbable victory over the Portland Ducks, 225 to 175. MVP of this one goes to Alvin Kamara with 49-point performance. The dumb sit is Sean benching Malik Neighbors to the tune of 28 points while playing Jamar Chase and Steph Diggs for a combined 15 points. Definitely in the future, Sean, take both of those guys out of the lineup and just play Malik. Put just one. It's better than both. Just play him. Since that still wouldn't have changed the result of the game, even if he had done that, I feel like it's important to mention my own dumb sit of Derek Carr, who apparently is amazing when he's on my bench. So that was awesome. 27 points for Derek Carr on my bench. The overall dumb shit sit of the week is going to be Mark for sitting JSN. Would have been a game winner for him. What an idiot. But he just loves those huge ducks, big ducks. Just wants to put them all in his wants to hold them all real close. Just loves them. Okay, on to this week's games. I'll be honest, picking a game of the week this week was hard. It was almost impossible. This is probably one of the stinker matchup weeks of the year. Of course, there's going to be some that are closer than expected, but these are some big margins. Okay, big margins. I almost picked Lucas against me because I think it's the best upset possibility. But I was in the game of the week last week, and Lucas is down some stars, so I didn't go with that one, and instead I'm going to open with it and talk about that, and we'll get to the game of the week later. So Purdy Balls versus ET and Everything Hurts. The projection right now is 184 to 157 favoring me. That's my lowest projection of the year so far, right around where Lucas has been projected. Storylines, okay, Pacheco's out, Cooper Kupp's out, Rashad White's questionable, Hollywood Brown's out. On my side, Tua is out, which hurts Hill and Waddle. Puka's out, CMC is out. Isn't football fun? Isn't this great? I'm so glad we do this. My depth should allow me to continue to cope with these stupid injuries, but Lucas is definitely having some trouble running out the same caliber of playmakers. I have a projection. I am projected to win, but Lucas has good matchups this week, while my players have some terrible matchups. And you guys know I never ever win anything. I can never win. I always lose. Lucas is definitely going to win this year. He's beat his projection most weeks. Well, except actually half the weeks he didn't last week, but he did week 1, so he's due. He's due now. This is a rematch of last year's final where Lucas easily beat me, so he wins. Upset special. Lucas wins. Congrats, buddy. Okay, next game. Amingo Ate My Baby versus D's Nuts. Current projection is 187 to 131 favoring Burt. Shit's not getting any easier for them Nuts. There's some battered ass balls right there. Burt went over 200 last week, now has Marvin in his lineup. Pollard and Gibb is a very dynamic, versatile running back tandem. Debo's out for JD. I don't see any opportunity for an upset here. Burt wins. I haven't been tracking my record of picks. I don't know how I'm doing with this, but I got Burt winning here. We'll see if that one is as one-sided, lopsided as Dem Nuts. All right, here for the trophy versus the Meeseeks Meat Packers. Projections 161 to 132 for Phil. He's here for his first win, is what he's here for. So it says he's here for a trophy. He's here for his first win. And Phil is making a 91.3% accurate start-sit decision. Yes. Okay, I don't know. Someone's knocking on my door. Yes. Okay, it's a student who shouldn't be knocking on my door. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, open the door, Savannah. What's up?
Remember the snack?
I'll bring it to you guys later, okay?
Because I'm going home right now.
Okay. I don't have them open yet. Are you leaving this minute right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I will give it to you tomorrow morning, okay? If you can give me like 2 minutes, I can be over there. Because they're not open right now. I just have to finish this. Hold on just 1 second, guys. All right, come here, Savannah. Come here, honey. Savannah, come here. Okay, you can choose from any one of these sides. You can take one, okay? Whichever bag you want to choose from. Who's your brother?
Sure.
Sure, take one. All right. Okay, there you go. All right, have a good one, Savannah. Can you close the door, Savannah? Okay, well, hope you guys are still with me through that one. That was a longer break than usual. I'm not going to edit it out. That's not how I do things. You guys get to see real life here. On my lunch break, don't have too much longer for it, so got to finish this up. Yeah. What I was saying is Phil now has a 91.3% accuracy with start-sit decisions. A new stat that I found on the matchup page, kind of cool. That is the highest in our league. He has the 4th highest total points so far on the season, but he has by far the most points scored against him. It's like 420, and the next highest is like 370. So he's averaging 25 points against him higher than the next person. He needs a get-right game, and the Meat Packers are a get-right team. This is the time to do it. Credit to Daryl. Daryl is playing his best players with an 80% accurate start-sit decision, which is not the lowest in our league. But he knows where his team is right now, and he's trusting the process. Phil wins handily. All right, next up, Portland Ducks versus the Baylor Broncos. Current projections 192 to 165, favoring the Ducks. This was a game of the week contender. It's an old swing rivalry. Brother-in-laws going at it. I'm expecting some kind of a shotgunning bet out of this one. But Sean was in the game of the week last week, and I'm not expecting this to be a close matchup. I'm expecting the margin to be about where it is or bigger. Sean had disappointing results last week that lowered his score, but his team is healthy. Not many are, okay? And I'm not, obviously, they got the third string running back for the Ravens is hurt, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, those aren't his stars. His stars are healthy. I expect Brees, I expect Jonathan Taylor and Devon Achane to carry this team this week again, and Sean gets the win. Bottoms up, Steve. Okay, on to the game of the week. I love Big Ducks versus Bed Bath & Beyond. Current projection is 185 to 150, favoring the BBB boys. Okay, how can I not put this beautiful, wonderful name in the game of the week? I don't know much about it, but I understand that lots of people are saying this is the greatest name they have ever heard. Friends of mine that are paleontology professors are looking at this name, saying it's the most amazing thing in the history of Hubans. It's true, it's history. We're talking about humans, okay? There are some who say Hubans, and that is something that's being considered when we talk about our race. The greatest race, the race we all know, of course, is humans. Two wonderful humans. Big humans, strong humans, facing off in this matchup. The BBB boys are favored, but how can I pick against anyone with this great of a team name? The Ducks get the win here, just like they did last weekend, and congrats to their very, very proud coach, Mark. He loves his Ducks. He loves Big Ducks. He's very proud of his team, and he's going to get the upset special here against the BBB boys. Go Hubans. All right, that's it. Peace out, guys. Have a great weekend. Enjoy some football. The Ducks are on a bye. They've earned a bye after last week's performance. But enjoy watching the other teams that are playing football this weekend, including our fantasy teams. All right. Peace out.